I think this is an amazing time for Fonterra, and we've got some big opportunities and some big challenges in front of us. What makes it really exciting for me and my team is that HR has a really important seat at the table at this next big phase of growth and change for Fonterra. But it is challenging, and you need to be up for that challenge. So intellectually you get challenges every day. And the need for us to be at our best is really critical. So I've never experienced in my career the sort of personal growth, the sort of professional growth that Fonterra offers, and I know that there are many in my team and broader that feel the same way. First and foremost, you need to be commercially curious, and you need to be able to develop HR initiatives that help drive a better business performance. So you need the good disciplines of HR, not as an outcome in themselves, but it's a big and complex organisation. We are going at scale across countries often.
The thing about having HR embedded inside the business and actually being part of the leadership team is that HR actually gets to really understand the business. They understand the growth agenda. They know when we need to have a capability build behind a business initiative. They also understand when the performance isn't what it should be, and they start thinking about, well, what are the drivers in the business? How have we actually done our perform agreements? How have we actually set up our incentive program? But it's that being part of the business and understanding the nuances of the day-by-day business that just makes it a hell of a lot easier to operate than trying to do this as an arm's length thing where you as HR, here are my business issues, now go and help me with them. It just allows them to be much more proactive. They can second guess what those issues might be, and for me and my leadership team, it's something that we've really come to value.
I get to work very closely with the senior leadership teams, and so I consider myself part of the senior leadership team. I've been in my current role now for about 5 months. I joined Fonterra about 2 years ago now, and so since that time I've gone from working in one smaller part of the business, so that was ingredients and food service, so our global ingredients and food service team, and then moving into Fonterra Trade and Operations. And what I've really enjoyed in terms of stepping between those two roles was that opportunity to learn about a smaller part of the business and then see how it connects back into one of the bigger, sort of broader strategic business units that FTO represents.
I think working at Fonterra, we're working with a lot of people that are really passionate and they're technical experts in their fields. With HR being on a manufacturing site, we've got to support the site and drive those strategies through, but we also support the national manufacturing operations side to it also. So we're asked quite a lot of the time to work on or lead national projects. So currently I'm working on talent projects, looking at the development of our staff and being able to identify the wage staff and identify them, manage them and track them through, so we've got the capability building up through into our leadership.
It is a fast-paced environment at Fonterra, but there are a lot of opportunities. So if you choose to get involved, then it's really what you make of it. Opportunities within the project that I work on for strategic input into the future of Fonterra and future structure of trade and operations are significant, and there are opportunities to get involved right across the HR spectrum in areas that you're interested in. I've had several senior HR managers talk to me personally about my development plan, areas of interest and which direction I want to go in. So there really is a sense that people are listening to you as an HR professional and where you want to go. I returned to New Zealand at the end of last year and took up the position with Fonterra pretty much straight away. And I was really pleased to find that the work here has such an international dimension. At Fonterra, we're supported by a solid SAP system, which does a lot of the day-to-day administrative work in terms of performance review, annual remuneration processes. Also, there are a lot of manager self-serve tools, so that means that as an HR person, you're freed up from some of that administrative work to really focus on the more strategic elements of the role, such as organisational design, advice to the leadership team, looking at future state HR, hiring and any other aspects that are required. Working in Auckland at Fonterra, I really feel like I'm at the heart of a growing New Zealand cooperative. There are exciting opportunities to get involved and there's a feeling that we can really make a difference to the future of Fonterra.